this world to be a better place. Living in love, one people, one race. Stop all your killing, all your bloodshedding. Accept love, my brothers and sisters, cause in this world of hate, there is poverty, shame and disgrace. There'll be no more existence of the human race if we don't cool down our haste. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How are we gonna survive if we keep taking one another's life? Like there's no tomorrow with all of this war and sorrows, no here we ball. How are we gonna survive if we keep taking one another's life? Like there's no tomorrow with all of this war and sorrows. Well, throughout things I'm gonna have to act when I pray. Judge I am the only no we see another day. Babylon and gunmen indulge in gun play. Some are shoot from bottom house and some from top stories. The streets is the place where dead bodies lay. Most that have died innocently. Well, the righteous can't say them free. Gunshot a leak when cop make them raids. To kill all bad human beings so police won't get paid. Hear what we ask and listen on time and sing again. How are we gonna survive if we keep taking one another's life? Like there's no tomorrow with all of this war and sorrows, no here we fall. How are we gonna survive if we keep taking one another's life? Like there's no tomorrow with all of this war and sorrows. Well, just take a look at all the situation of how many people are face starvation, while Babylon are invest so many million to build up a nuclear ammunition. Man like we self a do the invention, act like if they just want the world done. The two warring parties don't want no peace. Seems to me they are praising the beast. Praise Jah instead. Please, how are we gonna survive if we keep taking one another's life? Like there's no tomorrow with all of this war and sorrows, no here we ball. How are we gonna survive if we keep taking one another's life? Like there's no tomorrow with all of this war and sorrows. When mama hold our head in sorrow and cry, her son get gunned down and she not know why. Who him disrespect people and misuse him like with the Satan thought and him evil style. Live with love and unity in your hearts. This in each other shall tear us apart. To the life Jah give us, boy it's so short. You better make a fresh start and if we cry, how are we gonna survive if we keep taking one another's life? Like there's no tomorrow with all of this war and sorrows, no here we ball. How are we gonna survive if we keep taking one another's life? Like there's no tomorrow with all of this war and sorrows, no here we ball. How are we gonna survive if we keep taking one another's life? Like there's no tomorrow with all of this war and sorrows, no here we ball. How are we gonna survive if we keep taking one another's life? Like there's no
Beautiful Guyana, oh my lovely native land, more dear to me than all the looking out upon the deep, the great Atlantic blowing to a fury, or asleep at morn, at noon, or better in the crimson sunset glow. I love thee. Oh, I love thee.
Yes, 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 people. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to each and every one of you guys. This is Reality to the World. You guys are tuned into Reality to the World, bringing the truth to light. So, this afternoon, Sunday afternoon, today is the 23rd of November 2025. So, we're going to have a beautiful conversation over here on this beautiful channel. You see, so um we going to start today. So people, today is my first live stream that I will be doing. And as you can see in the caption there, it's Burnham, Forbes Burnham legacy is alive and well. You see, Forbes Burnham legacy is alive and well. And listen, man, we're going to have a sweet conversation because, trust me, you see most of you elderly people out there, you guys gonna call in and you guys gonna teach not only me but for people who's gonna listening to the program across the diaspora and most of the youths them, because I guess that some of the youths them right now lack of some of the knowledge about Linden, Forbes, Samson, Burnham. um we going to, as you can see on the screen, that's the number that you see are scrolling over there. The number, as again, is 917-523-2633. You see, we're gonna go again. The number is 917 523 2633. So this is where we're gonna have a wonderful Sunday. And listen, people, why I started at 1 o'clock, because I already know that most of you should finish your work by now. And you right now, I think you guys just rock back and relaxing because it's Sunday. I know most people, they get up early in the morning, they cook. Some of them go to church. Some of them do the clothes, and you get stuff done. And I know we as Guyanese, we do things very early. You see, if you guys are hearing me loud and clear, Can you leave some comments in the comment section, please? If you guys are hearing me loud and clear, just assist me. Because as I say, this is the first live that I am doing. And trust me, I still learning the software, but trust me, I know that, I'm going to master this and get it. So if you guys are hearing me loud and clear, just make sure you leave some comments into the comment section and let me know that everything is fine, because I just don't want to be speaking to you all and then you are not hearing me. The next thing that what you got to do, so here we're going to do as a people. You see, hand wash hands, make hands come clean, as I said in the first video, couple of days, maybe it was Friday, yes. So what you guys gonna do for me, you guys gonna make sure that you hit the subscribe. You have to subscribe to the channel. You have to. If you don't subscribe to this channel, you won't be able to see whenever I'm going live. If you don't hit the notification bell, you guys wouldn't see whenever I drop in fresh videos, you see? And then you have to like the program. You have to give me that like, because, as I say, the more likes you give on these shows, the algorithm is going to reach far as possible. A lot of people is going to see in the program, and a lot of people is going to, subscribing, and we building. People, trust me, we have to build, you see? We have to build, and if we don't build, I am telling you, it wouldn't go the way that we want it to go. So we have to start now. We have to start doing things for each other. You see, we have to start supporting. If we don't support, we're going to lose out on a lot of things. You see, we're going to lose out on a lot of things. So before I start the program, people, I have to make sure that I give you some information. I have to give you guys some information, what I know about Linden, Forbes, Samson, Burnham, because, a lot of you might watching the program and you're going to be saying, what does I know about Forbes, Burnham? I know you guys going to be asking that. What does man know about Linden, Forbes, Samson, Burnham? Well, trust me, I don't know much, but with you guys' help, especially most of the senior people that are around, you guys gonna, share, you guys gonna share your knowledge, and we gonna do it right. We gonna get it right. We gonna share knowledge. We gonna share wisdom. We gonna do what we got to do for the youths them, because trust me, them innocent, they don't know nothing. They don't know anything right now. So about Linden, Forbes, Samson, Burnham. Seeing? All right. So good. Right. So hold on, people. I'm just trying to get this up and running. Just give me 1 second. Right. I have to make sure that I put certain things in place. So you guys gonna see. All right then. Yes. So as I was saying to you, that the little thing, the little bit that I know about Linden, Forbes, Samson, Burnham. So I know Burnham. I saw Burnham twice, 2 times. And on the 2 occasions, I see Mr. Linden, Forbes, Samson, Burnham. He used to come in through Guyana. He used to pass in through Tugville, go through Guyana Park, go to Lemaha Park, because he used to do Sunday's meeting at a place named Bridge. I don't know whosoever going to looking at the video now or after. If you guys are from anywhere around there, you're going to know that Burnham used to come down there and do some meetings some Sunday. Bridge, so straight behind Lemaha Park. And when you go to Lemma Park, you walk maybe like a little 10 minutes and you're going to see the Bridge. And it's right. So where we used to keep it is between Lemaha Park and Sophia. That time Sophia was no exit. All there was Canefield. You see? And I would like people, as I say already, leave your comments in the comment section, so we're gonna interact, because I'm watching to see what's going on down there too. Yes, and he used to have some beautiful meetings. And I used to go down with my dad, me and my brothers, and we used to enjoy Linden, Forbes, Samson, Burnham reasoning and the counseling and the ideas that he had for Guyanese. Um, and at that time, when he used to pass in, he used to pass on 3 horse. He had 1 horse for himself, 2 bodyguard, and he had a vehicle used to driving behind him because at that time he started giving us cassava sticks, he started giving us forks, he started giving us cutlasses and things that so we can do our farming. So my dad started to plant up the whole pulpit. People listen, here I tell you, me father make a messy whole pulpit. Me bear pigeon peas. Bear pigeon peas tree me father start to plant and trust me, at that time, we never out of peas. We never out of peas. So it was a good look, and these are the things that I know about Linden Fab Samson Burnham. On the next occasion, at one time, we go and we live Choma Chomari. My father he was in the army, he was a soldier, and I think he had to go Choma Chomari, and he take us up there, me and my brothers again. Every time it's me and my brother. At that time was 4 of us. So he never used to want to leave us alone. So we went up to Chomachamari. We spent some time and listen, it was so wonderful up there. Ben Burnham come in for visit. At that time, he used to come to our school. This school went on top of a hill. And as I say, people, you know, you guys mightn't come in now, but as you come along and you see this program, if you know anything about Chomachamari, you're going to know that it had a hill where Burnham used to come there and he used to meet the people them. And I can tell you, it was so good because every time we see Burnham come, he bring biscuit. I don't know if you guys know, there was some biscuit in some tin, I think it's some like a 2 feet in those tins. And trust me, these biscuit, every time we see Burnham and he come, we know he brings something. But before we get whatsoever we have to get, we have to sing the national anthem. And that is why I start this program with the national anthem, because these is memories and good ideas that I knew about Linden Fab Samson Burnham. He used to give us, he used to bring some box of milk, some milk in some boxes, and we used to enjoy these milk. We just used, I can't wait for Burnham come. You see, I can't wait. Because when Burnham come, we know we getting good stocks. And we used to enjoy Chomachamari. There was a church. We used to go to the church. We used to, and at the back of the church was a blacker. And my father used to take me there and we swim and so on. So people, that is just what I know about Linden Fab Samson Burnham. Anyhow, we moved from there, and as I started growing now, I turned a big man at this time because remember now, you can't get small all the time. So I became a big man and I start hearing a lot of things about Burnham. Burnham was a dictator. Burnham, he starved people, he do all kind of thing, and I start hearing these rumors. At the time, I wasn't so knowledgeable about, certain things because you're growing, you just want to enjoy your childhood at them time, and I grow now and I still wasn't conscious. So I hearing all these things about Burnham and people, I can tell you, like 2 to 3 weeks ago, I went to Chicago and there's a big man down there in Chicago. This man have some knowledge and he was one of Burnham bodyguard, because just why I explain to you guys, I say the same thing. I tell him this how I know Burnham, and the man said, listen son, here what I tell you, I was Burnham bodyguard and I know so much about Burnham. So when he said, I phone me on and I watch this man, so I said, man, big man, here what you got all this history about this man and you hearing all these rumors and all these things that people talking about Burnham, and he used to starve the people, he giving people rice flour and all these things, and and you ain't coming out and you ain't defending it. So I say, big man, here what you gonna do? Seems that you got all this knowledge. I have a YouTube channel, and it already monetized. And people, I never come live, and trust me, this is what gave me the urge to do my first live. Here, I never come live before. So after this man tell me this, I say, man, big man, you're gonna come on this channel and you're gonna share where you know. So the man turn to tell me, man, no, no. I say, man, big man, you can't do with a man. How you gonna do with a car? Just like how you share it to me, on me channel, many ears gonna be out there that want to know and gonna be listening in, because trust me alone can't do it. And I saw turn and say, man, big man, listen, back in them days, we didn't have internet and all these things, man, and this is a time where you have to share your knowledge, because with the internet and you have a live stream, all you gotta do is jump on the stream and do your thing, and you come on and do it, man. I said, no, I said, here, what? I'm not gonna bring you live, but you're gonna call in. The man said, man, Rasta man. No, I said, what? Anyhow, the man ended up giving me this book. I don't know if you guys could see this book. The man ended up giving me this book. I said, give thanks anyway, though. I told her this. I said, man, give thanks. You see? He said, all right, Rasta man, thing. And I come home and I started to do some research, and I started boxing up some stuff, and I look in and I start checking up, because you don't know. Right now, people, let me tell you, the internet have a lot of good things and a bad things. And if you have your phone, use your phone for do the right things. Enough good things still out there. And I jump on the internet and I start doing some research, and I start backing up. I start doing some reading, the same book we give me. And I said, what? All right. All right. So, people, there's it. And, this is the things that I know about Burnham. So, I'm going to show you one of the things that I start to check up on and I start to view. So we're going to get right into it. And as I say, people, so the phone lines are open. You guys could call. As we watch the program, you guys can call in and give me your input and tell me what you know about Burnham. You see? So the phone lines are up, as I can show you. Hold on. People log in this number. Don't waste time. You see this number here? I'm going to be calling it one more time. The number is 917-523-2633. 917-523 917-523-2633. People, put it in your phone, save the number, and you're going to call in, because you see, you elderly people out there, let me tell you, the youths, them going to blame you guys for certain things if you guys don't, come forward and, let your voice be heard. You see what I'm saying? You just come forward and just call in and share the knowledge. See? So we're going to go forward with the live. We're going to listen to Burnham.
Forbes Burnham was born on February 20th, 1923, in Kitty, Georgetown, British Guyana, the second of 12 children to James Ethelbert Burnham, a respected schoolmaster, and Rachel Abigail Samson Burnham. The family was deeply rooted in the Methodist faith, and their home was marked by discipline, learning, and a sense of purpose. From an early age, Forbes showed exceptional academic promise. He attended Kitty Methodist Primary School, where his father served as headmaster and displayed leadership qualities beyond his years. His early environment was strict but nurturing, instilling in him a sense of order and personal responsibility that would remain central throughout his life. In 1936, he entered Queen's College, the colony's most prestigious secondary school. There, Burnham's intellect flourished. He excelled in languages, literature, history, and debate, and earned a reputation as one of the brightest students of his generation. His confidence, sharp reasoning, and command of speech often set him apart.
Hold on. So people, so you see the man knowledge. You see, I never even know that the man get scholarship. The man went and study. Burnham. Yo, trust me. So I start feeling nice when I start seeing these things. You see, I say, yo, boy, I telling you, see, when you acquire certain knowledge and you educate yourself, and especially when you educate yourself with the right things, people, car. Remember, you could educate yourself and you could educate yourself with the wrong things, same way. But if you're educating yourself and you're educating yourself for make it better for a country, for everyone, for enjoy, you know, in their country where you're born and you grow. I mean, this now we country, but this for our next program. But we born and we grow there cause, and we grow up and, we live and doing all kind of things. So there's about it, people. So, we're gonna jump and people don't forget. You see, I ain't seeing no comments until now. I ain't see you guys, you know, you text or you guys, let me know if you're hearing me loud and clear, cause people I have a phone that I'm watching myself from, but I can't turn it up too loud. If I turn it up loud, is that you guys gonna get a feedback. So I'm asking you guys, please reach out to me, call in, let me hear, give me your input, just reach out to me. Share and like the program. So let's go back into Linden Forbes Samson Burnham.
In 1942, he graduated as the top student, winning the British Guiana Scholarship, the highest academic honor available in the colony. This scholarship opened the door for him to pursue higher education in the United Kingdom, a journey that would expand his worldview and shape his political outlook. Years in England. In 1945, Burnham sailed to England to study law at King's College, University of London. He arrived in a Britain recovering from war, yet alive with political energy and debate. The experience was transformative. He became active in the West Indian Students' Union and the League of Coloured Peoples, where he met other colonial students who would later become leaders in their homelands, including Ghana's Kwame Nkrumah, Jamaica's Norman Manley, and Trinidad's George Padmore. Their conversations about race, freedom, and independence left a lasting impression on Burnham.
With AI,
you can create any character you want in seconds.
This used to require huge Hollywood budgets, complex software.
His time in England.
Big up to Feynman. So that's the first comment in the comment section. So he's hearing me loud and clear. You see? He's hearing me loud and clear. Big up yourself, Feynman.
Refined his intellect and deepened his awareness of global politics. He read widely law, philosophy, and political theory, and learned to navigate British society with confidence. He graduated with his Bachelor of Laws, LLB, in 1947, and was called to the bar at Gray's Inn in 1948. When he returned home the following year, Burnham carried not only legal credentials, but also a clear sense that his destiny lay in national leadership, return home, and legal career. Back in Georgetown in 1949, Burnham began a successful legal practice. His sharp intellect and commanding courtroom presence quickly made him one of the colony's most promising young barristers. His reputation for logic and persuasion brought him both respect and a growing public profile. At the same time, political activism was sweeping across British Guyana. Labour unrest and calls for independence were growing louder. Burnham's eloquence and organizational skill naturally drew him into politics. In January 1950, together with Dr. Chetty Jagan, Janet Jagan, and others, Burnham co-founded the People's Progressive Party, PPP. The PPP represented a broad, multiracial coalition calling for self-government, social justice, and an end.
Hold on, I gotta jump in here. So therefore, Burnham, is the man that who created the PPP party. You see? And as I tell you, listen, if I didn't do the research on this book that I'm studying, I wouldn't have known these things. and now it gonna give me ideas now for go deep into certain research, because trust me, I know that it should still have a lot of more things out there, and people, we gonna balance it out, because a lot of people might have good things to say and a lot of people might have bad things to say, and I want to be fair. I want to be fair that whatsoever people going to have, so yes, people, this is the first call. This is the first call. We're gonna take the first call. Good night. You want to reality to the world TV show live? You onto the show live. You onto the show live. Reality to the world TV show live.
What's up live going on from Glenrick right now?
Yeah, so the program is about Linden Fab Samson Burnham. I don't know what knowledge you have about Linden Fab Samson Burnham, because there's a lot of rumors. I mean, people have their own opinions about things. So I want to know, do you call for give me a little input where you know anything you know about Fabs Burnham? Because you're live right now on YouTube.
I know he's the greatest president Guyana ever produced. You know,
Okay.
that's what I know. I know when
Okay.
I used to go to school, you know, as Burnham I used to be there, you have to cover up on your arse, you always there around people, you know.
Yeah.
You always get good advice.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think he used. I don't know if you could remember when he used to bring like cassava sticks and cutlasses
Yeah, man, yeah.
and these things.
I was sick. Edo Soccer, all them
Edo
shit.
soccer, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those was the days.
Banana,
Eh?
banana sucker,
Bana.
Edo sucker,
Uh, uh,
planting stuff. Everything used to get well. All of it.
eh. Yo, I
Mm-hmm.
tell you, and those were the days when Guyana, you was Guyana.
You got the pitch. You could get a pitch mark for me. You could get a cutlass. All
Oh,
them things them might get way free.
yeah. Wow.
Help farmers. You say help farmers a lot too.
You say, yeah, because I could remember, as I said, I didn't know if you watched the program when I started it, but he used to come down straight at the back by us. There was Bond Bridge. I don't know if you used to come
Mm-hmm.
down there. There was a
Yeah.
part named Bond Bridge where he had a cabin that he used to hold meetings. And me and
Mm-hmm.
my father, my brothers, we used to go there and listen to Linden Fab Samson Burnham. I don't know if you know about those days, but you have a lot of idea about Burnham.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of the man.
yeah,
Burnham is the man. Linden Fox, Samson Burnham.
yeah. All right. Well, all right. So thanks for your input. Thanks for your input, and your knowledge about Linden Fab Samson Burnham. I'm gonna take a next call.
All right.
Thanks. Yes, people. So as you can see, yeah, I feel so nice. Listen, there's the fourth call. Listen, it's the fourth call, and I give thanks to the caller that call in and share a little bit of input about Linden Fab Samson Burnham. And people, listen, y'all call in, man. As I said, the number is right there. Let's have a beautiful Sunday, and just share that knowledge. Let's have a reasoning. We gotta learn for reason with each other. What you having, you bring it out. You see, so let's continue back with the program. People, I'm waiting for you to call in at the same time.
To colonial rule. Burnham was appointed chairman, while Cheddi Jagan became leader. The
Yes,
PPP's
people, give me.
resounding victory in the 1953
Yes,
election.
I am looking for see those thumbs up. You have to give the thumbs up. Give the thumbs up. Give thanks. Give thanks. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you.
The first held under universal adult suffrage was historic. However, the British authorities soon intervened, suspending the constitution and removing the government, alleging communist sympathies. This event was a turning point for Burnham. It convinced him that the struggle for independence would require both diplomacy and discipline, and that leadership must be firm, not ideological. The founding of the People's National Congress. The partnership between Burnham and Jagan.
If you're a beginner, this will get you making music fast. Creator is a desktop app that makes music creation.
Began to fray soon after. Personality differences, ideological disagreements, and racial divisions within the party deepened. Burnham's more moderate nationalist approach clashed with Jagan's Marxist orientation. In 1955, Burnham formally split from the PPP and established the People's National Congress, PNC. His new party attracted strong support from Afro-Guyanese communities, urban professionals, and sections of the working class. Burnham envisioned the PNC as a disciplined, organized movement built on self-reliance, education, and cooperative economics. He was a gifted organizer and speaker, and his political style, blending intellect with charisma, earned him loyal followers. By the early 1960s, British Guyana was on the threshold of independence, and Burnham was at the center of negotiations. In 1964, following elections and a coalition agreement with Peter d'Aguiar's United Force, Burnham became Prime Minister. 2 years later, on May 26, 1966, he presided over the birth of an independent Guyana. The moment marked the culmination of the dreams that had first taken shape during his student days in London, marriage and family life. During his early professional years, Burnham married Viola Harper, an educated and thoughtful Guyanese woman who...
Hold on, I gotta come in here. I gotta jump in here. So, that was his wife. That was Viola Burnham. Yeah, I know I grew up and I hear about Viola Burnham. I hear that, I know much about her, but the things that I knew and I hear, that she was a beautiful individual. I never saw her though. She was a beautiful individual, and that is good. I don't even know how many children Burnham had, but in this same book, a part within the book that I'm reading, all of that they state inside of it, but I ain't reached there as yet. So people, as I say again, people, listen, man. You have to give that thumbs up. You have to subscribe to the channel. As I say already, I'm gonna keep, asking you guys. You see, I'm gonna keep asking you guys. We have to assist each other. We have to build. You see, we have to build together. No one is an island, no one stand alone, and we have to support each other by giving that thumbs up. We have to share in this live. We have to share it, people. Share it into your WhatsApp group. Share it to your Facebook, that it can go wide and far. As I say already, this is my first time I ever go live, and I told you guys earlier why I go live, because of certain things that this man that I met in Chicago, and people support me. I ask him for it, because trust me, I know one day, trust me, hear what I'm telling you, it's all going to be over. So let's start doing it. So leave your comments, and I looking for see you guys calling. Just calling. Share your knowledge. You see, most of you elderly people, even if you don't see the show live right now, you guys can still call me, because this video is going to be right there on my channel, and you guys going to still call and give me some great input about Linden, Forbes, Samson, Burnham. You see, so let's get back into this this video.
And quiet strength complemented his disciplined nature. The couple's marriage was rooted in mutual respect and shared faith. They had 3 daughters, Roxane, Annabelle, and Melanie, and were known to maintain a household defined by learning and structure. Burnham's family life remained private, though his deep affection for his wife and children was well known to his close associates. Viola Burnham herself would later serve in government, continuing her husband's legacy of public service after his death. Leadership and personality. Burnham was a complex man, scholarly, proud, and exacting. He combined an English-trained intellect with a Caribbean sensibility. His speeches reflected erudition and conviction, often quoting Shakespeare, Marcus Garvey, or the Bible. He was known for his precision, punctuality, and commanding presence. Even his critics acknowledged his ability to inspire confidence through sheer intellect and self-assurance. His leadership style demanded discipline from his colleagues and devotion to national ideals. Outside politics, Burnham loved literature, classical music, and philosophy. He was an avid reader with a personal library that reflected his wide intellectual appetite. Despite the demands of office, he valued time spent reading, writing, or reflecting in solitude.
Can you please just hear me out?
No, all work management platforms are the same.
Monday.com is the one you'll actually love to use.
Personal wealth and lifestyle. Forbes Burnham was not a wealthy man by conventional standards. His income came largely from his government salary and his previous legal work. He did not engage in private business or accumulate large assets. He lived with his family at State House in Georgetown, maintaining a simple, orderly lifestyle. He was known for his elegance in dress, but avoided extravagance or indulgence. At the time of his death, his personal net worth was estimated at $200,000 to $400,000 US. Modest for a man who had led his nation for 2 decades. His wealth lay in his intellect and influence rather than in material possessions. Declining health and death. By the early 1980s, after nearly 20 years in power, Burnham's health began to deteriorate. He suffered from heart problems and related complications, but refused to slow down. Those close to him often remarked on his relentless work ethic and sense of duty.
I think
In
that is the
August
same jacket.
1995, Burnham was admitted to Georgetown Hospital for what was described as routine throat surgery. During the operation on August 6th, he suffered heart failure and died at the age of 62. The news spread rapidly across Guyana and the wider Caribbean. The nation went into mourning, with thousands attending his state funeral. His body lay in state at the National Cultural Center before being interred with full honors. His wife, Viola Burnham, continued his public legacy, later serving as Vice President and Member of Parliament until her own passing in 2003. Linden Forbes' Samson Burnham's life story mirrors the evolution of Guyana itself, from colony to independent republic. Born to a
Yeah, greetings, you on to Reality to the World, bringing the truth to light program.
Yes, in Joseph.
Yes, Joseph. Greetings, brother.
Yes, what can I tell you? The thing they showing control fat man and the volume. Wait, talking to the mic, you hear you loud and clear, but the video, you hardly hear anything from the video.
You're already hearing from the video. All right.
The volume low, right?
Okay.
But I like to do you're doing a good program though. You're looking good. With the gold in our red behind you.
Yeah, give thanks, brother, give thanks. So you're saying the video need to be raised a little more.
Yeah,
The volume. Okay, the volume. The volume of the video. All right, I will get that done. Thank you so much for your input. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And if people follow fat man,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be going through what we going through right now with these cockroaches, them where they got running this country.
Yeah.
Especially the one Jack, we're trying to play Mr. Innocent, and he's the biggest criminal guy in the got.
Yeah, but you think a day like today, if Burnham was alive, Guyana would be in good state and a good condition.
Yeah, we did in paradise. You may upkeep with the man thing.
Yeah.
Feet close and out yourself.
Feet close and house yourself.
Yes. And they said with the people them feeding themselves. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, that mean farming, right? That mean farming.
A lot, yes. You're getting a lot of fresh food. Not this chemical you get in America here.
Oh,
Yeah.
so,
You
so
understand?
yeah, so therefore the man had a vision for his country then as for his people.
Yes, he had a vision. He had a vision. It'll pity that he passed away because you know, if he was still alive,
Yeah,
then it would have been a paradise because all the island deal and all them kind of thing.
yeah,
You wanna get them kind of thing, bonus, 50-50 if you want thing, left it in the ground.
yeah,
You understand? Left it in the
yeah.
ground.
And certain things right here too. When I was coming up, they say he used to sell papers, and if you give him
Yeah. You should sell papers. I mean, you $20, you can get them back your change.
but the president selling papers.
Yes, one used to sell his, I think it was Nation people. Yeah, them time you Nation. And so they put in hands back and give you seeds and things because I was looking all things for plant.
Yeah.
He, as we say, was one of the best presidents we ever had. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
The second Arthur Chung, who was the first president. Yeah.
So you might got a little bit of knowledge. So Arthur Chung was before Burnham.
Yeah, Arthur Chung, yes. And then we became independence.
Yeah.
Then Burnham and remember Burnham and Jagan was the farm PP party.
Yeah.
When Jagan went somewhere to India come back, and you both know use the word Apanjat. But you know Burnham no Indian. You understand?
Yeah.
Apanjat means race to race.
Okay.
And the thing is from there, the two of them split up and they formed their own party.
Wow. Listen, man, but you see, and this will have Guyana in a state of mass confusion a day like today because, trust me, after Burnham, me see no other president that, even to height. I mean, no disrespectful to height and Granger, but listen, them man to me, none of them will pick up Burnham policy and Burnham, not one of them.
Not even Arby Norton, because Arby Norton, two Burnham, make Arby Norton get scholarship and all them kind of thing.
Yeah.
And went to school and all these kind of thing, and youth national or something like that.
Yeah. So
why was something young though, but all them they come together with the militia, national service, youth corps, and them kind of things. You understand what I'm saying?
So wait, all these Norton get scholarship through Burnham.
Yes, a lot of them. The same Jerry Gavai who talking bad about Burnham and all them kind, and running him out with the people,
Yeah.
Jerry Gavai make me get the scholarship. Burnham make me get scholarship for study piloting.
Wow. And tell me something. At them time, these scholarship was free or they had to pay? Or it's free?
It was free scholarship. Look at the example right now. They got the youth man, right?
Yeah.
Get 29, I think it's CXC.
Yeah.
Get 21 grade, right?
Yeah.
And just because he's restaurant, I think he get grade 2 in Spanish, but I'll get 19 grade.
Yeah.
And the man supposed to get a scholarship. And they give an Indian person who get 90 subjects.
Yeah.
And get grade 1 in Spanish and give them the best student scholarship.
Wow.
And the youth man because the man got big locks from the head.
Wow.
Yeah.
But tell me something with the scholarship now. If the government decide to give people scholarship, they gotta pay for the scholarship, or it's free?
No, it's free.
It's free. Okay.
Yeah,
I never.
They sponsor everything for you. Yeah.
Wow. So most of these.
They give that youth man from QC a raw deal.
Which youth man? There was a UN recent you talking or?
Yeah, recently a youth man, a black chap from from QC, with man got last one head.
I gotta check it up. I gotta
Yeah,
check
but
it
check
up
it
and
out.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lady man a scholarship, and the man supposed to get a scholarship, and give somebody
Uh-huh.
gets grade just because the person get grade one in Spanish and the man get grade two.
Yeah.
The person the thing.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, I telling you, you know.
Just to show how it's so racial, but the documentary, them man want you catch them and really this conflict.
Nah, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it, cause
You understand what
remember,
I'm saying? You
I
have to
know,
bring
I
it
know,
straight
but
up, straight up, because
I know, but remember now.
look what happened. Look what happened
Hold on.
that your time.
Yeah. Hold on. Give me a second. Remember now, this program we using it and is the internet, yeah, but you still gotta keep it clean because if you don't keep it clean, the channel could get pulled down. And right now, the channel is for help each other. You need one, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you were saying though. Go ahead.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Them man it's racial. You understand? To the core. To the core. They don't like we people. Rule and the army. You see, for the one of the only for the army, the man ain't ready yet. They don't qualify. So like we qualify more than him.
Okay.
You
But
understand? They put it there and they got Ikens there as a comedian.
I know, but here what happened though? Here what happened? I ain't wanna be straight. We're a little too far from the point. I understand. So with Burnham, because why was saying that I so upset that why Desmond Height, why Granger, why Norton, with this next man name who was president. None of them and really come and they ain't pick up the button. None of them and come and cause trust me, me see none of them do nothing for the people. I mean, you know, it's I see none of them do anything.
And what's right about now is the US controlling everything. And because the market get a little US people, they're selling out. It's not only in Guyana alone, all in Africa, it's the same thing they're doing too. You know that the attempt on another attempt on the show real life again.
Yeah.
What you see do them things to the country?
Yeah.
Somebody do the cockroaches them don't like though.
Okay.
Got you working and suffering and got you in bondage. All of these
You got I hearing you loud in your background. You got your devices where you're watching from your TV or
I'm watching your program in the September.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause it look like you got a lot of input, you know a lot about your leader Linden, Forbes, Samson, Burnham.
Yes, man.
Wow.
The national service and all them kind of thing, and the crime situation never used to be like now. Ireland they use something. We do the man to go join that survey, you cool and them kind of thing, and join the army. Look right about now. The man that they ain't buying up for the army. It's fat man make the army buffer truck and all them German truck and all them kind of thing.
Yeah.
Helicopter and all them kind of thing though. Fat man. Yeah. Look at all the money they get in. They ain't buying nothing for the military.
But question though, here I want to know, but when Burnham was president at the time, Guyana didn't had all those oil assets and all these. We had a lot of mineral. What we had gold. What we had them at around them time. What we had
everything was there.
I was there since in Burnham time.
It was there because if you can remember, the other place called in Ubuni they call Takatu. Yeah, but the man drill and find oil. And just because of the deal, Burnham said, "But stop it off and yeah, get out."
So since in Burnham time they find oil.
Yes.
What? I never knew about this, man.
Yeah. So it's what man thing.
Wow.
But man said they want you. It's either 50-50 or nothing. The deal with Chapman and them saying 2% and all them kind of royalty. And I hear the government got to pay for ring fencing and all them kind of, if they got an oil spill, the government got to pay for that. Which the government supposed to pay for that. The government, the company supposed to pay the government for that.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
But you see a set of comics and a set of people, all they doing is grabbing money. Guy, so, what's all the money you guys get? Guy, you put the own you paying for transport people like a Burnham thing, GSC by
oh,
GSC is Burnham, yeah, GSC guy in the areas. You understand what I'm saying? We have
okay,
jet. So why
okay.
are them money you get to know why you can't get jet? And if you get jet, it's private people owning them thing and all them kind of thing though.
Yeah, yeah,
You understand?
yeah, yeah. And in those times there too, in those times though too, you know, I could remember these helicopters. We had a lot of
Good. We had a
helicopter.
lot
There
of
was a
jet,
blue
yes.
because I don't know
Yeah.
if you was listening to me early in this program when I was
No,
speaking about Choma Chamari. He used to come up there with a yellow. This helicopter was yellow.
yeah, it was a it
A
was a
belt.
Bell 412, Bell 412,
Oh,
yeah,
Bell
yeah,
412, Bell
yeah, yeah,
412, Bell
yeah,
4,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
at that time there, trust me, you know, it was amazing. You see?
What's
Yeah.
let me show you something, Raleigh. I joined the army,
Oh, you was in the
19,
army. You was in the
yeah,
was a soldier, man.
19,
What? Yes.
1983, yeah,
1983. Yes.
and I was stationed at Matthews Ridge,
Yes.
Matthews Ridge, right?
Yes.
And Bonham used to come in there every weekend because he had a nice buffet and a thing to make strong and thing.
Who Burnham?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Wait,
Every
wait,
weekend,
wait,
man.
wait, wait. Wait, we don't even you with Viola Burnham?
Yeah, yes, he had a nice
A
buffet and a
Buffy and a
thing.
thing.
Right,
Oh,
and
boy,
the man,
listen, we
that
don't
man used
want
to
to
come in
buy.
and he used to
Hold
come
on,
in.
stick up in. People, if y'all hearing this, I know truth, but remember, as I say, here is where knowledge, we share knowledge, you know what I mean? He could be right, he could be wrong, you see, so, you know, we listening, yes.
The man had a buffet and a thing, and that
Mm,
helicopter used to come in there every weekend.
yeah.
And we as soldiers, we used to, you see, the same Canada Best.
Who,
We used
who,
to get
who,
the
who, who?
Canada Best, the milk, Canada Best. If you remember Canada Best.
There was a milk named Canada Best.
Yes, there was a milk named Canada Best. We used to get it as soldiers on something. If we could, we got something 4, 5 pound tin of milk.
What? Canada Best?
Yeah,
Wow, I
Canada
never
Best.
this,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see? I never,
Canada Best.
I
Yeah,
never know,
yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
yeah. We used to make. We had a chap named Pollard.
Mm,
We used to call it the lion. We used to
mm.
take any ground provision, anything, and make porridge.
Wow, kind of.
Yeah,
And you know, I could remember the car meal. I remember there was a car meal back in them days.
yeah, we
Benny
had
used to, you know, all
cornmeal.
them thing, you
And
know.
even to the same rice flour, people used to talking about rice flour
Yeah,
used to make good porridge too.
the rice flour.
Yeah, used to make good porridge. And it's just
Yeah.
because the impose sanction from Guyana because some give them a Burnham and
Who imposed sanction on Guyana? Who?
I think it's America.
Uncle
Yes, Uncle
Sam.
Sam. Yeah, yes. And the
Oh,
ban flour because we used to get flour from America.
yeah.
And I think it's something with some kind of money business and you pay and they decide for Harlem when they open born and say, all right, we can feed clothes ourselves and start making right flour and all them kind of thing. And people start going to Suriname and other places and bringing over flour and all them kind of contraband and all them kind of thing though. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
But let me tell you something. They could never get a better leader than Fat Man.
They could never.
Never
Well,
get a
this is what I
better
was
leader.
saying because
Yeah.
according to me little research and the things that I seen, and you know who was a good president to Chedi. Chedi, you know, Chedi was doing
Yes,
the thing, and Chedi was
yeah,
doing things for the
yeah,
people too, you know, and
but
I
Jack
sure.
you now mess up everything. Jack you, he now mess up
Mm,
everything. Because the man do some kind of money business and some kind of transaction. And when the
mm,
man hear about it, the man
mm.
take him with the heart. Take
Who
him with the
taking with
heart.
the
And when
heart? Who's that?
Jack on take him with the heart.
Oh,
And
oh,
then when
oh,
they never
oh,
fly to the US, I think he passed away over there.
oh,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
The same Jack you. He's a
Yeah,
G man.
those.
Yeah.
Everybody listen. Don't worry, man. One day he might come and catch himself, man. You know. One day he might come and catch himself.
Too much blood up on the man,
Nah.
right?
One
And
day, man. Don't
the
say that.
man, no. The man is evil. Let me tell you something.
You
Guyana
see,
never had a
we
nice.
I want to stick to the point. I mean, we gonna have Jagdio a program with him, reasoning
Hello,
and stuff. But I
hello,
understand.
hello,
Yes,
hello,
you
hello.
was telling me
Michael.
about the milk. You was telling me about some milk.
Yeah, the Canada
The
best.
Canada.
Yeah,
I never know was the
yeah.
Canada best. I
Yeah,
never know was
Canada
the
is a
Canada best
milk, they used to get from, I think it's Canada somewhere, yes.
from Canada.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
we
yeah,
imported. Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah, we import it.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
you know,
Well, I will give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks to the reason, man. You're gonna
yeah,
jump in. I'm gonna go for maybe a couple seconds break and then come back because why coming back with after these things and these input, why no but Burnham. The next video that I'm gonna show you guys is
yeah.
the propaganda that
Okay, okay, okay.
that this guy, I saw this channel and this guy start promoting and saying these things. And as I say already, I want to be a balanced person, especially when I doing topics about these leaders. And that is why that I am asking, you know, most elderly people, because they're gonna have a lot of story about things that happen, in Guyana and all these things, So I want everybody, anybody, it doesn't matter.
Not cutting you all,
Yeah,
born meet Selassie, eh?
Burnham it.
Born meet Selassie, born
Yeah.
Selassie, shake on and all them kind of thing. Yeah, as the Imperial Majesty,
Yeah.
born he shake on at some conference they went, world conference.
Where in Guyana or in the
No,
UN? The
no.
UN.
Somewhere in one of them country that had a conference with world leaders, and one
Yeah.
of them forced me meet with Selassie, Sheikh Selassie, and they chat. Yes.
Wow, wow.
A lot
Well,
of people don't know that. A lot of
yeah,
people don't know that.
well. Seriously,
Yeah.
I hear something like that, but as I say already, I know truth it is, and if any
Yes,
Rasta,
yes, you did,
listen, to the Rastafari community in Guyana, you know what I mean. If any one of you guys who are listening and you have any input on that, listen, you feel free for jump on the program, call in, and we have a nice, conversation with each other because I say knowledge, we gotta share knowledge because enough youths out there gonna be jumping on this program because as I said, it's gonna be up. And when they come, they must hearing and listening, and getting ideas that things that take place because Carl, I can tell you there's a lot of knowledge that right now people have and they're not sharing. And right now, trust me, me as a youth man, I am thirsty for it, brother. You see what I'm saying?
Let me tell you again. When Burnham was president,
Yeah.
we had a lot of African leaders used to come to Guyana.
Yes. You know what? I have pictures with it.
Yeah, pay visit and all this kind of men come. Jerry Rollins, I think, come in with his own plane. And the man do a right to me on the shield. Should they do a victory rule?
All right, well, Carla, hold on. Carla, stick. Hold on. Don't come off the phone. You're going to just mute your phone because you're going to share these information. You see, let me run. I'm going to run a video. You look at this video. You're going to look at this video on your screen.
Yeah.
And you're going to see, this video. Hold on in a second.
Yeah.
You're going to, and you're going to see these black leaders, these African leaders will do great things. One second.
Yeah.
1 second. As I say, people.
My lovely native land.
Okay, right. Mute that. Hold on. Yeah, you see the software. I am now learning the software, so you know what I mean. So, all right. So let me start it from top. Watch out the video. And tell me if you're hearing the song and check it out. Yeah, it coming up.
Steve Biko, gone. Samora Machel, gone. Steve Biko, gone. Haile Selassie, gone. Nelson Mandela, gone. Amilcar Cabral, gone. Africa, protect Traore, let no shadow steal his glory. From the Nile to Soweto, we mourn another prophet away. Africa, protect Traore, protect, protect, protect. It's our only message from Haiti to Accra, we still say gone.
I'm gonna let it play one more time. You know, hold on. So Kwame Kuma, these is so Kwame Kuma, Patrice Lebomba, and these guys. Hold on, keep your topic. Hold on, keep your topic. Hold on.
Samora Machel, gone. Steve Biko, gone. Samora Machel, gone. Steve Biko, gone. Haile Selassie, gone. Nelson Mandela, gone. Amilcar Cabral, gone. Africa, protect Traore, let no shadow steal his glory. From the Nile to Soweto, we mourn and pray, don't take another prophet away. Africa, protect Traore, protect, protect, protect. It's our only message from Haiti to Accra, we still say gone, gone.
All right, so yes, people, hold on before you start saying anything. So, people, as I say already, you have to please subscribe to this channel. Today is my first time ever doing a live, even though my YouTube channel was monetized like maybe like 2-3 years, and I never come live. And today I decide to do a live show, and I need you guys' assistance in helping me building this, because this is for each and every one of us. So I need you to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give me the thumbs up, like the program, because the algorithm is going to, go as far as possible. So when you're watching at any shows, these videos gonna pop up, and you guys gonna get, and trust me, it's gonna be very good for us, because I am telling you right now, we need this. We need to reason with each other. We have to do this by any means necessary. I mean, respect to the elderly people, but right now, the youths them right now, especially the conscious ones them, the one them that seeking knowledge and seeking, things them that happened when they wasn't around with leaders, and not only in Guyana. We seeking knowledge from all over, because it's very important. Remember that. It is very important. History, you have to know your history. You see, history, you have to know that. So, thank you guys so much. Just subscribe and like the thing, man. Hand wash hands, man. Make hands come clean. You see? Yes, Carlo, go ahead. You were saying with these leaders. I mean, we ain't run away, we ain't straying away from the topic, but, we just trying to get certain things done.
We had a lot of African leaders. The same book that they mark more to the destiny. I got a book home in my country.
Which book? Which book you speaking about?
The book we're thinking right now.
With Burnham, A Destiny to Mold. A Destiny to Mold.
I got a book, yes.
Oh.
Yes, as I was saying.
Yes.
In weekend, we had a lot of African leaders used to pay visit to Guyana. You understand?
Yes.
And since the PP government take over, almost leaders from Africa or only this guy from India named Moody went there, but they never had no kind of African leader visiting the Guyana.
Yeah.
Never had none.
Yeah. I mean,
time they used to got a lot. The time we were school children. The time I went in school, as a Forbes, we used to line the street. And when people passing, we got the flag and them kind of thing. Though you don't get them thing, and the people coming, you don't get them kind of thing. Though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump into this next video, and you could even call back too. You're gonna sit back, watch it, sip it in, and you could call back and share your knowledge. So we're gonna go. Give thanks for the call. Respect. Just call anytime. Call anytime. Yes, sir. Yo, that was a long conversation there, I mean, big up to yourself, Carla, I mean, I mean that, it is what it is, and that is why right now, we have to reason. We need to reason. People in the diaspora, people in other countries, as I can say that we have phone, we have internet. You see, so let's get on into this next video. And people, let me tell you this next video, you're going to see the things them that, this guy he was talking about Burnham. Well, you remember now you gotta respect each and every one. Everybody got them own opinion with them think. And that is why, I do this show that you guys gonna call in, because this is the next part where man was talking bad about Burnham. Let's go.
Massive amounts of oil were discovered off the coast of Guyana, with the potential to transform this country. But the story of Guyana is winding and often dark. This video will look at the history of Guyana since independence, and how one man, mostly while the rest of the world wasn't watching, managed to turn it into his own tropical dictatorship. This video looks at the years of Linden, Forbes, Burnham. These videos tell stories of places and people as I try to find the echoes of the past in the world of the present. To briefly sum up how we got here in the story, from the 17th century until soon after World War II, Guyana was a European colony, first of the Dutch and then the British. The economy for almost all of this period was dominated by sugar, and to this end they imported hundreds of thousands of African slaves, with the Amerindians pushed to the interior. When the British abolished...
Hold on. Yes, Carlo.
Yeah, the video's still low. You can't hear nothing, boss man.
Oh, you're not hearing anything?
No. I need to give some more volume.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Let me give it some volume. Okay, thanks.
Slave trade, they replaced African labor with labor from British India, bringing a few 100,000 indentured servants to Guyana. Due to all this, when the British were ready to let their colony go in 1964, Indo-Guyanese were the largest proportion of the population at 47%, Afro-Guyanese 32%, and Amerindians only 4.5%, with mixed-race people making up most of the rest. In the years before independence, the British introduced a certain amount of self-rule, which soon fractured along these ethnic lines, primarily between Afro-Guyanese and Indo-Guyanese. And because the Indo-Guyanese were the largest group, their political party, the PPP, led by Chedi Jagan, kept dominating elections. The problem for the British and the Americans was that Jagan was on the left and starting to worry them. This was the height of the Cold War, so the British and Americans pulled some strings to install the rival Afro-Guyanese political party, the PNC, into office, led by Linden, Forbes, Burnham, and he is the main character in this story. But now with peace of mind, the British were finally ready to let British Guyana go. At the point of independence, 80% of Guyana's export earnings were controlled by just 3 British companies. That's where the profits went, and where the technical and managerial expertise came from. The people of Guyana provided only labor. Indeed, in the words of historian Charles Mann, they were punished if they tried to do anything else. Distant owners had little interest in building up the institutions necessary for complex societies.
Okay, people, sorry there, that's the wrong video. That is the wrong video. Sorry, guys. I have to give you the right video here. Okay?
Guyana, a former British colony, is a tropical paradise of lush forests and stunning scenery. But dirt poor, the country's trying to assert itself against Western dominance. Barak Jagdeo, a Soviet-trained economist, is president. Every day he struggles to improve his country's
I don't know.
fortunes.
I get in. Let me see this. Okay, I have too much of things pulled up here. Yes. Sorry, no, was the right
infrastructure
one.
Or a native
Okay.
bureaucracy. Guyana was first and foremost an extractive economy. The young country had only one university, a night school that had been established only 3 years before independence, and it got off to a rocky start. In 1962, Venezuela had announced that it was rejecting the boundary between the two countries that had been agreed on with the British in 1899, and 4 years later seized the Guyanese half of Ankoko Island in the Guyanese River. Small, poor Guyana could do nothing about it. So Burnham and the PNC were now in sole charge of the country, and some pretty dodgy elections followed. In 1968, for example, they won an implausible 93.7% of the overseas vote. When an independent body based in London investigated, they found 2 horses, a closed butcher's shop, and a railway among the registered voters. The thing had been rigged. Now Burnham began to turn the machinery of state into an instrument of the PNC. He gerrymandered electoral districts and politicized the civil service. He passed a National Security Act allowing for unrestricted search and seizure and for individuals to be detained without trial. It was necessary because with the Indo-Guyanese almost half the population, his mostly Afro-Guyanese PNC would never have been able to win a fair election. At this stage, the Americans still loved him, as he had renounced his Marxism. Guyana was the perfect former colony. In 1969, they became a republic. A year later, they became a cooperative republic, whatever that meant. But having been helped into power by British and American fears of communism, he now swung hard to the left, announcing he would lead Guyana to socialism, and immediately started organizing the country into cooperatives. Burnham promised he would make a small man into a real man. He recognized communist China and nationalized all the sugar and all the mines. He pursued a relationship with North Korea. He allowed Cuban planes to refuel in Guyana on their way to fight in the Angolan Civil War. This wasn't what the Americans had planned, and they pulled out, to be replaced by the North Koreans. I'm wary of confusing Afro-Guyanese with African, because of course they're not the same, but now Burnham really was orienting his entire government towards Africa. He visited several African countries and tried to involve himself as much as possible in the African liberation movements of the 1970s, sending an admittedly pitiful amount of aid to the liberation movement in Mozambique. He sent more than 100 Guyanese public servants to work for the Zambian government, and badly needed doctors, engineers, and lawyers were dispatched across southern Africa. This from a country in which Afro-Guyanese weren't even the biggest ethnic group. Burnham suspended the constitution and announced that from now on every public building would fly the flag of the PNC, and every military officer had to swear allegiance to it. The army absorbed a sixth of the government budget and became almost entirely Afro-Guyanese. Guyana, already poor, slid into destitution. The postal service stopped working, as did the buses, and public infrastructure crumbled. The economy ground to a standstill. And at the same time, Burnham banned the import of food. He said potatoes and wheat were tools of the capitalist West. Now nothing could be imported. There were no alarm clocks or spare parts for motor vehicles, and there was a black market in lipstick and aspirin. By 1979, the private sector's share of the economy had plummeted to only 10%. The stuff that there was needed to be smuggled in from Suriname, and with the smuggled cars and parts came drugs and guns. So people started to leave. In the years immediately following independence, immigration was mild. In the first 8 years of Burnham's presidency, 22,000 people left. But then, in just the next 4 years, 28,000 fled the country. Those are actually big numbers in a country of some 600,000 people. But this was a trickle, which soon became a torrent. Since independence...
Hold on. So, I am asking, I hear he said that a lot of people flee the country because of the things what Burnham was doing. You see, now is I hearing about that, and that's why you're saying that, I trying to be balanced, and I trying to hear what the people them got to say. That is why, I come here so you guys could, call in and give me your input. And as I keep saying, and I will never stop saying it again, I will never stop saying it again, that you elderly people, you guys have to, share these knowledge, because, I never knew about this. You see, I never knew about this. And people, I don't know if you guys still hearing the video low. If you guys still hearing the video, because right now I am seeing myself here. I don't know. I just now get a text that they're hearing the video a bit low. But I'm seeing, let me check and see. Let me see something. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to see how I'm gonna get this done because as I say, I everything raised here. But anyhow, people, let's continue with the program. I'm gonna work it out. Maybe the next program, I'm gonna get this done and get it fixed and up and running for you guys. But try your best to see. If you got turn up your little device or your TV or just raise it a little, please. All right, let's get back into what we was looking at.
Until the present day, around a quarter of Guyanese have left the country. And, in the middle of all this, Guyana would face its own little insurrection, a rebellion not in the cities or towns or even the jungle. It was down on the grasslands, the savannah, and one morning I left Georgetown, heading south through the forest, to find out what happened.
There is one single road that runs through Guyana connecting the population centres of the coast with the southern grasslands known as the Rupununi, and the first leg of the journey was to take a bus to Linden. Stopping for fuel is a reminder that Guyana has one of the highest homicide rates in the world.
Slightly Diaper is the #1 selling diaper brand in Guyana because it's all natural and organic, with very high absorption levels and leak-proof barriers.
Linden is a mining town, known as the gateway to the interior. Right next to Linden is a gigantic bauxite mine. It's the last town of any size before the jungle starts. I was traveling with my friend Dan, and we walked into town to find something to eat. We would be hitchhiking. We started waiting for rides at about 8:30 in the morning. We didn't get our first ride until almost midday.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day.
Tiny gold and lumber towns is a small army of prostitutes. Many of them, like the workers themselves, are illegal migrants from Brazil and Venezuela. We were dropped in Mabura about 4 hours later. All the rides had passed and we were told the traffic wouldn't start again until midnight. We thought we were in for a long wait and were about to settle in at the lone restaurant when another van zipped by, hurrying to catch the last ferry of the day across the Essequibo, some hours away.
I need you every day. You'll get weary of my touch.
He drove like it was Formula One. We might just make it after all.
I wanna let you know, oh, you're the only one for me.
Time is your most precious resource. Why waste it on endless edits? With Imagine, that's all in the
That night I saw snakes, parades of ants, and an armadillo crossing the road, though I didn't catch any on camera. Our driver missed the ferry, but Dan and I weren't crossing. Instead, we would be staying for a couple of nights in accommodation unlike any other I had stayed in.
Yeah, we got some toilet paper.
Michelle's Island sits in the middle of the mighty Essequibo, Guyana's biggest river, and the third largest in all of South America. I don't think I've slept anywhere nicer. For some $20 each per night, we had the island completely to ourselves. The first thing across the river the next morning was the first ferry at 6. We washed our clothes and then got ready for a full day of river life. At this time of year, the river is at its highest, submerging forest on either side. With Pius, who runs the shop as well as the rooms on the island with his wife Michelle, we went exploring Kurupukari, the indigenous village on the banks of the river, and looking for howler monkeys. Wild cashew. We bought petrol for the boat and were shown how they still hunt for game in the jungle.
Yes, people. So you know, he was saying, as you can see at the starting of the video, he was saying that, you know, the kind of dictator, Burnham was a dictator, you know, and I know how true it is, but you guys gonna let me know, you know. People, don't forget, as I say already, give me that thumbs up. Give me that thumbs up. Share. You have to share. You have to share the program. You have to share the program, people. If you don't share the program, as I say already, that you know, a lot of people is going to, once you share the program, a lot of people is gonna see that the channel is live, and they're gonna run into the live and they're gonna view it. So let me see this one here. All right, so this is the one that we was watching at. So people, this is a small, the video is like we're gonna run it like 4 minutes. We're gonna run it like 4 minutes because from the time that we know, you know, the type of Burnham, the type of things that Burnham do to now. So we come forward in this time now. You see what I'm saying? Let me come forward because I show that many of you guys have and had great ideas and know that how y'all used to live back then. You see what I'm saying? And y'all know how things was. And at the time, Guyana didn't have all of the money. Guyana, listen, all I know we had was like, even though this caller just said we had Isle, but it wasn't like now. I know we had a good good farm plantation. We have, you know, we have good soil. We have gold, we have diamond, we have bauxite, you know, and these things. And trust me, people used to live comfortable in the country, you know, and people used to get along fine. And me idea, if your country end up getting oil, because I know oil is one of the biggest resources. Oil is one of the biggest resources, and back in them days, we didn't have that. You see? And now we have oil, and a day like today, the people suffering more than ever. And how is that? I just can't really understand. How, and then too, we don't have 1 million people there. You see? I mean, back in them days, the population was like how much? Maybe like, I think we had like over 1 million, you know? I think maybe, as I said already, you guys gonna share your inputs. But from then to now, I don't know. We don't have so many people. Guyana got maybe like 700 people. And right now, 60% of the people them living in poverty. Each and every day, the people them balling. Each and every single day. Each and every day. And from the time Burnham died to now, regardless who president going, there's more height. Jack Dio, Granger. I mean, me see no changes. Sometimes I just left for wonder and say, you know what, I tell myself, yo, you know what, these banner playing enough game with the poor people them, you know. And here why I said, oh, these banner is like a bird with 2 wings, as one of me and my brethren was reasoning today. There's one bird with 2 wings. You see, both of them, you know, kind the same vibes, but one of them might kind a little more lenient than one, while the other might be a little brutal. But when I check it out, man, you imagine from then to now, From the time Burnham died to now, me see no change in Guyana. None at all. Yeah, why showing the man? Not a single, no change. You see? Hold on, let me see no change in Guyana. None, Bano. No change. Hold on. Yeah, and what going on? Guyana reaping millions of dollars when the day come, millions, trillions, and the people them suffering to blood every day the people them bawling. Cost of living. Oh God, I can't get for by now Christmas coming up. And people them ain't getting no money. So people call in, let me know what you think going on right now. What happened? What will make from then to now? And we be fear. We be in fear. From then to now, I mean, I ain't see height pick up the button that Burnham left. I mean, he do little thing, yeah? I ain't see though. I ain't see Chedi, Jagdio pick up the things what Jagon left. After Burnham was who? After Burnham was who was the next president? No, not Burnham. After Height, and then we had with this man name again. Oh damn. After Height was Chedi. No, Jagdio. After Height was Jagdio, and then the next black leader. Oh gosh, not Arby Norton. Anyhow, you guys could call in and or leave it in the comment section and watching. And then after we had I think was Granger, and after Granger we had Infant Ali, and after Ali, no other president. And watch, people, check the time, check the year. There's like over 3 decades. There's over 3 decades, and things is not running right. You see? So let's log into this video. Y'all take a look. Y'all sit down and hold the vibes. And y'all let me know. Call. Hold on. People, listen, I'm gonna bang it in y'all ears. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. Please, thumbs up the live. You have to thumbs up the live. So the algorithm's gonna go wide and far. You see, you have to share the lives. You got to share it. If you don't share the live, trust me, I gonna there here and people not gonna got time with me. And guess what they say? It's for me and y'all, because as I say, no one is an island, no man stand alone. We all have to come together. Look, I got one hand here. Miss hand can't clap by itself. I have to put this hand for start hearing a song. If I get it and for hear a song, I can't hear a song. I gotta put this one for. So guess what? Can we do it? Yes, we can. Let's go into this video.
Granted exclusive access, we follow the embattled leader and his cabinet over 6 roller coaster months.
You're making excuses. I know him from small, you're lazy man from since then. Since I know him from small. A lazy man from you used to be in more. Lazy.
Barra Jagdeo, the president of Guyana, is no ivory tower politician. He's proud of his humble origins as the son of a railway worker. And unlike the stereotype of the booted and spurred third world leader, he's happiest in an old t-shirt.
Yeah, but you don't drink outside of today? You don't drink at all?
Yes, me normally.
But then you better stop. You better stop drinking for a while and then work on getting a place to live.
Even that other man of the people, Tony Blair, would probably stop short of offering voters such direct advice. And nothing's too trivial to escape this president's attention.
How does it fly? That's how you fly the kite, man? I thought the kite would go up. This is the kite? Try to get a balance so then it will go higher.
British-based David Daberdeen is Guyana's roving ambassador to UNESCO and is on a visit to his home country. He's on good terms with the president, and compared to the brashness of some British politicians, Daberdeen admires Jagdeo's homely style.
If you talk about somebody who's a man of the people,
mixing with people. I don't think, you know, that kind of closeness to people, that really emotional feeling for people, that has nothing political about it. He's not looking for people's votes, you know, that real passion for people that Jack Deo has. I don't think you get it in British politicians. He carries himself with a very quiet dignity. He's very soft in appearance and mild in his manners. He's totally unlike the expectation of a third world president, you know, all braided and ribboned and full of sort of medals, you know, and the chest pumped out, you know. He's totally different.
His Excellency Mr. Jack Deo, President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana.
Jack Deo is a local boy made good. He first got involved in politics at the age of 13, won a scholarship to train as an economist in Moscow at 20, and he became finance minister of Guyana at 31. In 1999, when he became president at the age of 35, he was the youngest head of state in the Western Hemisphere. He has his critics, above all those who accuse him of getting bogged down in minutiae. But Guyana is one of the poorest countries in the Americas.
What does Guyana mean to you?
Everything. Everything.
And what is his vision for Guyana?
For me, it is satisfying people's needs and preparing our people to grasp all the opportunities available here.
What's the best bit of the job?
See the satisfaction of seeing policies make a difference in people's lives.
What's been, do you think, your main achievement so far?
By far, the reduction of the debt burden on this country. As you're aware, 10 years ago, 94% of revenue went to service external debt alone. Today, it's down to 20% of revenue.
How long do you think you'll go on doing the job?
Actually, I was reluctant to get into it in the first place. And I'm not sure. I'm under a lot of pressure from my friends and the party to stay on for some time. But I want to do other things with my life. I want to teach. I want to pass on what I've learned in these years being in the cabinet, over 10 years, to maybe the future leaders of the country.
If you hadn't got into politics, what do you think you'd have done?
I would have been an economist. That's it. That's my first love. Until now, that's my first love. I still spend a lot of my time, in fact, I think too much time, on economic issues.
Whenever the president is out and about, he attracts crowds of hangers-on. People want to talk to him, touch him, even just be near him. But above all, they want his help. Today, Jack Deo is on a walkabout near the village where he grew up, and this man, Krishna, is determined to get the big man's attention. Guyana is 6 feet under sea level, so the country is prone to flooding. To prevent this, there's a network of sluices and canals which drain water back into the sea. Krishna is the sluice operator in Jack Deo's village, and his sluice has silted up.
If you're going to look in front of the door right now, you can get how the water going to go.
I will talk to the REO, but at the same time, people in the village, they have to have some responsibility.
The village is flooding, and its people are worried about the health hazards which inevitably accompany the rising water levels.
When this place of water with the toilet and everything is one. It's everything.
People fall in all the time. They fall in a lot.
The place outside there is a swamp.
This is one of the toilets. And this is one of the main streets in the village. These children are playing in a soup of sewage. But the sluice man Krishna isn't just worried about the build-up of silt. The local fishermen are destroying the sluice and the bridge by mooring their boats to them.
They tie on the door.
They tie on the
door. 6-7 boat tying on the door.
It's totally right. Right.
And we just use this bridge to try help clean the stuff. Where we gonna walk from now?
But who are the people who own the boats? Let me have a chat with them.
I went to my truck and son-in-law.
Yeah, because they would destroy everything, and then someone wants me to fix back the bridge. But if I fix it and they pull it down again,
But there's a kind of humility about him, you know, and about the whole government of Guyana. They really believe in being in direct contact with people and their problems. And that means, unfortunately, that a lot of his time, therefore, is taken up with relatively trivial matters that could be sorted out by other people.
If you're gonna look in front of the door right now, you can get an inch of water. And if they dig out, we're gonna get good drainage. You gotta help when it comes to help.
so what you should do is to get everyone together, come together as a group, come and see me this week, and let's go through this.
For President Jack Deo, taking on seemingly minor issues like the village sluice is par for the course. He sees it as a way of staying in touch with the voters.
In countries like ours, we have to make ourselves available to the people. It keeps you humble, it keeps you focused on, the issues that really matter at some level. And so that you never lose sight of those issues too, as you work on the larger issues of transforming the country.
Next day, Krishna and a delegation from the village, dressed in their Sunday best, undertake the long journey to the capital, Georgetown, to meet the president formally. It's the first time any of them have been anywhere near the seat of government.
Yes. Okay. All right, people. So as you can see, we know we're running out of time. This program is, we want to get it in for 2 hours. We are 13 minutes before our 2 hours up. So you have about 30 minutes, people, to give me some calls. I want to hear those calls coming in right now. We want those calls to come in, and share your views, share your ideas, what you think about what you see. Share your ideas, people. Come on and give me those thumbs up. As I say, I'm going to keep calling for it all the time because, if I don't call for it, it's just that, you guys wouldn't be able, the other people then wouldn't be able to see the program. So come on, people, give me those thumbs up. I'm waiting for the calls. I am waiting for the calls right now. I'm waiting for the calls. We have 13 minutes. I can take like 3 calls. Yes, people, let's go. The lines are open right now. Let me get a call. Any topic you want to discuss about, anything that's happening that you feel free, how your country running right now, what you think about Burnham policies, from then. Listen, people, just jump on the phone line, save the number, and, call in, people. Let's go. In the meanwhile, let me run this song.
world to be a better place. Living in love, one people, one race. Stop all your killing, all your bloodshedding. Accept love, my brothers and sisters, cause in this world of hate, there is poverty, shame, and disgrace. There'll be no more existence of the human race if we don't cool down our haste. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, 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 people. The time right now it's 2:52 p.m. 2:52 p.m. We have 8 more minutes to go, and people, I don't believe that you guys, you see, and this is the things that is always happen. You see, we always as being afraid to speak, and you see, when you keep silence, these then is when certain evil is triumph. Because hear this speech. I have a speech right in front here. It say is where it is. Okay. Throughout history, it has been the inaction of those who have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, the silence of the voice of justice when it's mattered most. That has made that has made it possible for evil to triumph. You see? And you know why? If you listen to the speech by just now read there, it's because of the silenceness of people make evil, being taken over and dominating. Because people, I know people are scared and they are afraid, but once you don't disrespecting nobody, once you don't saying nothing bad, because everything that you guys see here is already out in public. And the sad thing about it, we just don't want to say anything. We just keeping it silent. I just now, when I was behind the scene, I try calling the person, for him to call in so he can, share some of the input. And the one just said it before to voicemail, and I know you watching me. And these is the things that I got to laugh, because trust me, I am telling you, today for you and tomorrow for me. You see, today for you, I don't know, maybe he must be scared. A lot of people might know him vice, but he just don't want to say anything, and that's fine. I ain't pushing. Listen, you already do something good for me. You already blessed me up the book, as I show you earlier. Gonna show you again. This one here, you seeing it properly? Yeah, man. Let me see if you seeing it right. This one here. Yep. So can't step on it so hard, man. Can't step on it so hard. And people, Friday I do a introduction live, and I was saying to you guys that every Sunday I'm gonna make it my duty to bring a live, but I think I got to find quick and fast, early as possible, that I can do in a lot more shows, because the next show that I want to do about people, yeah, I see what going on in Guyana. Yeah, I see the accident right now. How much accident? You see how many accidents taking place right now? So that gotta be my next show I gotta do, because we need something to be done right now. Right now in Guyana. There's too many accidents. Too many accidents going on in that country. And we don't need that. Like, Guyana don't really got nobody already. How many people? We got like 700, 600. By the time next 4 or 5 years, we might got like 200 people in the country. If the commissioners and them man don't put a stop to what going on, these banner were getting these license and these banner. No, 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 no. We got to speak out. We have to speak out. You see? We have to speak out. So, we don't need that. I woke up this morning and all I seen, and I go on the Facebook, accident. What? Wait, man, these banner listening to the rules, these banner following the laws. What going on, banner? What going on? These man just want rush past, and Yo, listen, so people, the next live I'm gonna do it, trust me, if I finish wait for once I finish everything that I gotta do, if I gonna come back today and like next 3 hour and we talk about this accident we're going on in Guyana. I seen like people tow up on the road. I seen people eat. Listen, yo, listen, man. I got all depend on me time. Once I got time, the balance of the day, I gonna jump back within the next 2 3 hours and do a next live on these accident because no, the commissioner right now, commissioner, if you're hearing your brother, listen to me, Mr. Hickens, please, man, please, we calling on you. We want something to be done. You hear? We want something to be done with these drivers. And the sad thing about it, right? That man would see a brutal accident happen today. And within the next hour, the man gone speeding. The man gone doing the same. What going on? Like, something happened with the country. All this blood in the country. Mr. Hickens, step it up, my brother. Do something. Do something. We in the diaspora, we feeling hurt every day. And I could tell you, I feeling so bad that every single day I hearing people bawling and crying. These drivers, with them doing, them buy them license. And let me tell you this, people. I know we have 2 minutes more before I shut off, but watch. I watch Paul Slow program. Mr. Paul Slow, if you're hearing me, big up my brother. Salute to the eye. You know, Rolly says salute to your cause. You have a lot of ideas. And this is the thing but getting me vexed. Mr. Paul Slow have so many ideas how to control these traffic. What to do. Telling these people what to do, but why them not doing it with a shame? Yo, Mr. Hickens, man, come on, my big brother, come on. You know, you're a big man to me. And I tell you, we in the diaspora, we want to see better for our country, man. We want to see better. We seeing too much. Every day is a death. Every single day. Every single day. Them man key. Today is Sunday. Watch. Here always a confidence how by time today done, we must got 2 3 accident. When I done this live and I go on the internet, I must see 1 or 2 accident. There's always a confident and I know that accident is happen every single day in Guyana. Why? How? Why and how? How? You see, so, you know, I'm gonna jump in once I get the time, people. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, share the channel, you know, and I gonna jump and we gonna come with a program. Seen? All right, let me this is gonna be the song that I'm gonna leave come out with a program with. Cause I'm telling you, man, it's not good. We don't need that, and we don't too much accident, too much people right now.
Gone, Patrice Lumumba. Gone, Thomas Sankara. Gone, Julius Nyerere. Gone, Jomo Kenyatta. Gone, Samora Machel. Gone, Steve Biko. Gone, Samora Machel. Gone, Steve Biko. Gone, Haile Selassie. Gone, Nelson Mandela. Gone, Amilcar Cabral. Gone, Africa, protect Traore. Let no shadow steal his glory. From the Nile to Soweto, we mourn and pray. Don't take another prophet away. Africa, protect Traore. Protect, protect, protect. It's our only message from Haiti to Accra. We still say gone, gone. Well, now I pray for this world to be a better place. Living in love, one people, one race. Stop all your killing, all your bloodshedding. Accept love, my brothers and sisters, cause in this world of hate, there is poverty, shame and disgrace. There'll be no more existence of the human race. if we don't cool down our haste. Yeah, yeah, yeah.